What would be a match in Murrayfield without the pouring rain and this cold, freezing evening where we see a rare sight in today's one-off what-if match, the All Blacks playing in white here at Murrayfield. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the one-off what-if series where you get to pick what you want to see in the matches, players, teams, stadiums, even weather, if that's what you want to see. Today's matchup, we have Scotland versus New Zealand, and as requested by the requesters, who are Trey Perry and Time to Do the Dougie, have the latter. Time to Do the Dougie has requested that we have the back row of Denton at 6, Rennie at 7 and BT at 8, exactly what we have here. So as requested for you guys, it's what you got. Of course, Scotland, well, you guys really must not like Scotland because they've played 3 matches. They've lost all 3 so far, but look at what you've put them up against here. England in their first match, the Leicester Tigers, yeah, they should have won that one, okay. And then South Africa, and followed up match number 4. Now you've pit them against the world champion All Blacks. So things are looking like they might be a bit of a struggle here for Scotland, but you can guarantee they will battle this one to the last minute. So yes, up against them is the New Zealand, and it is a rare occasion for them because they are playing in their white strip, as very rarely happens, and only really against Scotland, one of the few teams that force them into their away strip of white. Now, these guys are playing amazingly at the moment. They have played 4 matches in this series, and, well, unsurprisingly, you could say, they are 4 wins from 4. Now, I don't know many teams in the series who are actually still playing 4 or more matches are all 100% wins. So they're going great guns at the moment. This is a squad from the Rugby Championship, and for the likes of Luatua in there as well. Good stuff for the All Blacks. They're going for 5 against, well, the battled Scots. And as always, oh, and the crowd at Murrayfield love it. Listen to them roar for that in the pouring rain, something for them to be happy about. And they love the haka here in Scotland as we're ready for kickoff now. All the pleasantries done and dusted, lineups and everything ready to go for kickoff with Jackson. Scotland against the All Blacks. Match underway, kickoff is done, and we are underway here. Cross to the left side for the All Blacks, and Maitland, former New Zealander, going up for that ball against his previous country, previous time with the Crusaders, as Nonu breaks through the middle and gets up towards halfway. Busting in the tackle, Lamont's turned it over. Shocking pass to Jackson, who's cleaned it up and gone straight in to the tackle. Now Laidlaw. Oh, big sack there from Hoare. Hoare's dumped him off the take from the back. He only took a couple of steps. Now Savia on Maitland, and he smashed him as Maitland. What a tackle that is. The All Blacks breaking the line though early on. Going through at will. At the moment up to the gain line. Forward progression. Still here on the 10-metre line. Big pass from Woodcock again. Oh, advantage for Scotland. Savia. He's been hammered once from Maitland, and he didn't want it again. Knocking that ball on before Maitland could even get a tap on him. Oh, that's going to be a battle.
Crouch. Touch.
Sean Maitland and Julian Savia. Keep an eye out on those two. It's a scrum for Scotland. Let's see how that requested back row goes now. Twisting slightly to the left. It's a steady scrum for the Scots, and now it'll come out for Laidlaw. He'll run it this time again. Poor pass from him. Straight it goes to Conrad Smith. What a poor play from the scrum from Scotland. That's probably why they have such a horrible record. Not the best set piece going around at the moment. And they're struggling to hold on to this ball. Carter spins it out wide for Nonu. Nonu gets a little ankle tap from behind and he just gets stopped short of the 22. Scotland piling on the pressure here for a turnover. Can't get it. McCaw, he'll go off the back by himself and go for a little run. Linking with Ben Smith and Kieran Reid. Look at Reid go. The man is a freak. He's gone through about 4 tacklers there and then single-handedly secured the ball for the All Blacks. Smith, Whitelock through the middle. Great run from Whitelock. Now he flings it out to Franks on the left side and Franks will score. Oh, that was just far too easy. When you have Kieran Reid breaking 16 tackles and it just draws too much defence to that left side. Ben Smith, Woodcock, and then look at that burst. Straight through the middle goes Whitelock, and then he somehow launches an absolute miracle bullet across to his front row man. Owen Franks waiting over it on the left wing, as all good props do. Look at the dummy. Showed the dummy to, it was the other front row from Scotland forward. So a backline full of the little numbers. And in the end, Owen Franks is tumbled over. Savia, well, he would have liked that one. Maitland can't cover 16 men out there. And 16 seems to be number of the video as Dan Carter will line up his first kick in a while in the pouring rain here at Murrayfield. And he nails it. 7-0. The All Blacks in white lead over Scotland, who will hope one day that someone will request them. A nice easy match that they could possibly win. Jackson's going to kick us back off. Just about 20 minutes gone. Still game on here for Scotland if they can keep within them. Here's Vissure. Good take from him. Denton will take the carry up through the middle after Vissure nicely securing the ball for Scotland. Here's Ford. Big pass out. Intercepted from Carter. Here comes Daniel Carter. Away he goes to the 22. Big chase coming from Hogg. And he puts him into touch. What an intercept from Daniel Carter, and he just about went the length of the field to get the try. So many freakish talents in this All Black squad. As Ford puts the line out, down to the back they go. Laidlaw, Jackson, good run from Jackson, and then he tops it off with a horrible pass.
Release.
No support from his back line there at all. And turnover ball. McCaw gets it and goes for it. Oh, what a poor play from McCaw. We talk about good players going rubbish. McCaw has just thrown a rubbish pass. But look how good the All Blacks are. Turning that ball straight back over. And now here we go. Savia on Maitland. And Maitland has sacked him again. And Savia's not having much of a day to remember. Nonu's knocked it on. Kellick's picked it up. Scott on the ground gets the ball. Gray to the left. Grant. Ford. Vissure. Lamont. Now, here we go, Scotland. Chipping ahead from Lamont. He's on Aaron Smith. He jumps for the ball, mistimes it completely, and Savia has it. Carter. Now they go completely left. Maitland on Nonu. And how good has Maitland been on defence? Shutting down that left side attack for the All Blacks. No show for them to get any ball down that wing. And they might need to start looking at that right wing with Ben Smith. Line out, stolen from Romano at the front. So the line out set piece not working at all for Scotland here. Conrad Smith, out it goes to the man we just talked of, Ben Smith. He cuts it back inside for Luatua, who just like Kieran Reid, breaks about 5,000 tackles before finally going to ground on the 10-metre line for Scotland. Here's Aaron Smith to Whitelock again, the man. He's playing very well. He made that big bust minutes ago. Aaron Smith passes to Carter, who gets hit, ball and all, with that tackle. Again, New Zealand recycling so well. Back they go. Smith to Nonu, and Nonu puts a little chip over the top for the corner, and it bounces out just on the 22. Recent addition to the game of Nonu. The chips, something we haven't seen much from him in recent years. Scotland opting for the short line out now. Richie Gray, the only jumper. He goes to Laidlaw. who's going to pump it downfield off the back of that line out. Set piece play, not much else working, and it goes straight to Dag, who returns the kick. Half time goes, and Hogg picks up. Hogg turns and will launch an attack if he can. Nothing going there for Hogg. But still, ball retained for Scotland. Jackson for Scott. Out wide they go for Denton. Denton puts on the fend. Good play against Savia. And he couldn't get the ball away for Maitland. But secured by Maitland now. Here goes Scotland. They're going to launch something here from their own line. Scott goes through a couple of tackles and eventually goes down outside his 22, but he's a bit isolated. Completely lost it now. Savia. Here's McCaw. Back, switching the way for Luatua. Goes to Carter, who gets through one weak tackle but taken down in the second. Scotland trying to get the ball. Nothing coming for them. Swinging it to the left. Oh, here's Maitland and Savia. Savia finally gets one on Maitland, and he'll storm over for the second try. Well, we've been waiting for Savia to explode. Maitland has kept him contained for the whole half. But Julian Savia finally breaks free, breaks the latches around him from Maitland. Look at Maitland just swarming them, the bulldozer. Over the top of Maitland, over the top of Jackson. And Scotland, as they tried valiantly to attack from in their own half, in their own 22, has backfired on them. But that's the game you have to play if you're going to beat the All Blacks. They'll head to half-time break down by 14 points. Surely Carter won't miss from here. An easy kick for a man of such immense quality. Slots it nicely between the sticks, and it's 14-0. Scotland head to half-time, looking down the barrel of their fourth straight defeat. But boy, they wish they could play someone they could actually beat. Poor old Scotland. They won a match versus Germany. Here's the half-time stats. It's 14-0 New Zealand lead, but possession, well, that just tells you the whole story. So does territory, 30% for Scotland, just 23% territory. Handling errors, well, they've been pretty good, 3 each. Not very often you can say that about one of these one-off what-if matches. The All Blacks having better way with the line breaks, 5-2. But Scotland, well, they've had their chances. But the pouring rain here at Murrayfield, surprisingly, has not affected the match too much, with not a huge amount of handling errors. Both teams playing some free-flowing rugby out there in the pouring rain. And, well, Scotland have 40 minutes to go down their bikes and pour in some action for their home crowd against the All Blacks. It'll be a big effort to come back from 14-0 down, but they'll be thinking they can do it. They need a win. They can't go 4 losses in a row, and they'll be wanting to stop New Zealand from going 5 wins in a row. That's a remarkable record. Second half is all ready to go. Carter with the ball on halfway, and that hideous horn goes off yet again as Rennie takes the kick off nicely for Scotland, and they'll have the first go with the ball after half-time. Jackson away from Murray. Poor pass from Murray. Vasseur has to go back and clean up. Turns around and faces a big white wall and gets pumped for his troubles. He goes to ground on the 22 for Scotland. Can they afford not to attack here? It's been dropped. Jackson's picked it up. Lamont now. Maitland cuts him in half. Good play from Maitland. He's just chased down from Conrad Smith. Oh, that was a dicey play from Scotland. Jackson again. Oh, he's looking to kick, but he's gone to contact from McCaw. Stopping that play. Here's Gray. Maitland, oh, what a shocking pass from Gray. Maitland had about 4 players right in his face, and he just took it. He got the ball and got intercepted. Shocking play is Savia. He's been destructive in that last play before half-time, and he's carried that on. They've lost the ball. The All Blacks are lurking here. Out to the right-hand side. It's going to be Ben Smith who gets smashed. What a tackle on Ben Smith. Lamont just about got him for not releasing, but finally picks the ball up. Scotland have the ball now inside their own 22, struggling to even retain it, having to throw in pretty much the whole forward pack. Back it goes for Jackson. Options here for him. And he eventually gets his kick away from Dag, who has to chase the ball on his own 10-metre line, and he'll launch a counter-attack with McCaw. Luatua, what a play from McCaw and Luatua. There's numbers to burn here for the men in white. Here's Hoare going up over the 10-metre line, and they're back about to where they started. Here we go. It's Reed giving it outside for Ben Smith, who gets dragged in from Laidlaw. Hasn't had a night to remember, Ben Smith. Try-scoring frenzy recently, that man. Scotland defending valiantly so far in the second spell. Here's the line out again, stolen from, oh, is that Romano again? And look at this, they're just trudging downfield, the All Blacks, and Woodcock gives it to Nonu, away for Conrad Smith. Good pass for Savia, who gets smashed in a big tackle from Hogg, put on his back, and they're having trouble containing him. Reed goes back for Carter, who puts it on the ground, grubber kick, and then the man who picked that up, I think that was Beattie, just got smashed. Here's, that was Aaron Smith, just got monstered by Maitland. Went for the grubber and got smashed. So it's gone dead, and we'll have a 22 dropout. Jackson kicks it away downfield, and Hogg gives a good chase, led to bounce from the All Blacks, and Daggs picked it up. Now he'll try run it. He's got Hoare, who gets smashed from Hogg, who runs through. Scotland trying desperately to turn this over, dedicating half their side here to the ruck. Here's Laidlaw to Maitland. Maitland can't get free. Puts out a miracle ball for Ford. Callick, they're going backwards, and they've lost it. I was about to say going backwards, but retaining possession. No one can stop the white of the All Blacks. Laidlaw is having trouble tackling anyone as Carter gets the pass from Whitelock, and they go over halfway. Oh, but they might lose this here. Scotland, great dedication there. Now Murray to Lamont. Lamont's given it straight to Nonu. This is explosive stuff as Scott turns it over now. For sure on the left. He's going to look to step around Dag, but he's taken around his ankles. Scotland support coming. They retain the ball. Their passing has been woeful. Lamont goes through a hole. He's getting away from Conrad Smith. He's going to score a try for Scotland. And they are right back in this match now with 10 minutes to go. They still trail by 9, but they have got themselves on the scoreboard. Quick recycling of the ball. Fullback Dag not in the picture, and Lamont showing enough pace to get around Conrad Smith and score a try for the Scots. Again, they've been hard done by in the draw for these matches, but fighting to the end, like we said at the start. And it will be Jackson to take the shot at goal, right under the posts as well. Dreams of a draw here for Scotland. 9 minutes to go. Right out in front. Jackson should nail this, surely. And he does. With relative ease, and Scotland find themselves down by just 7 points now, and a change to boot. Franks coming on for Woodcock. So we have both Franks brothers on the field. Owen Franks and Ben Franks propping up the scrum for the All Blacks. Odd seeing them in white. Carter, they won't be too pleased with that. The All Blacks giving away a try, not even adding to their second half score, but this is a big mistake from the kickoff from Scotland, and Ben Smith just about capitalising on that massive mistake. 6 minutes to go. Line out here for Scotland. Ford has been pretty inaccurate. Oh, and he's missed another one. BT's picked it up at the back, thankfully for them. And eventually the pass from, that was a shocking pass from Scott, has gone to ground and been turned over. And here we go. Maitland on Savia again. And Maitland gets the job done. How good has he been in defence? Franks to Whitelock. And they just go sideways there. Good defence on them. Here's Romano giving it to Franks again. Franks is going close. Carter gets the ball. The All Blacks are just metres away. Big pass out to the right. Franks again, and this is it. It's going to be Ben Smith on Vasseur for the corner. Hogg coming across and making the covering tackle, putting Ben Smith into touch. We've seen that numerous times, Ben Smith. He's been dealt with very well, as has Savea, apart from that one little indiscretion. Line out, stolen! Oh, another stolen line out from Romano, and the All Blacks are just a metre short. Franks goes back to Aaron Smith. Laidlaw, he's picked up the loose rubber kick, and now Scott. Scott will launch something out from his own goal line. Goodness me, that's ambitious. Maitland, Savea's offside, and Maitland eventually gets tackled from behind from Savea. Here's Laidlaw again. Murray's lost the ball backwards. Hogg comes through, picks it up. Jackson. Oh, they're still going on their own goal line here. Scott breaks it open. He needs some support from his players. He's got Lamont. Lamont will straighten it up. Big pass back to Laidlaw, not the man I think he wanted to go to. Scotland are going to struggle to keep this ball here, and they will lose it. It'll go out to the left for Conrad Smith. He'll go to Savea. Now there's numbers. Luatua giving off another substitute on the field, number 22. Unsure who that is, as Lamont picks up the intercept ball. Scott. Now Scotland have it. BT. Oh, a big high tackle on BT. No real option but to tap it. And they do tap and go. BT to Gray. Out for Jackson. Now, they can't get through there. Jackson taking in a good tackle. BT still going. They want the draw, do Scotland. Laidlaw. Poor pass intercepted. So close. And then the knock on from Nonu. So it's all action here from both teams. Away goes Lamont to Scott. Scott has been very good in midfield today.
Release.
Scotland struggling again to keep this ball. The All Blacks putting the pressure on, but not dedicating too many in case Scotland could break away here. How would that be? As Ford is doing exactly that. Poor pass from him, Vasseur, and Rennie's missed it. Ford's intercepted it. This game is going, wow, everyone's getting the ball here. Culloch, Scott, Maitland down the sideline. Can't get away from Savea. What a battle those two have had. Scotland struggling to even hold on to this ball. They will lose it after being so close to having it. Whitelock goes to Hoare, who's been clotheslined. Big tackle from Rennie, and a yellow card for his troubles. Well, that's disappointing for Scotland. They've battled hard, and they've really had the better of this little exchange here. 100 minutes now gone. Oh, and Carter's going to have a shot at goal. Goodness me, what's with teams having shots at goal from a million miles away? Here we go, Carter, over halfway, 60 metres on the angle. Direction is good, but it will not have anywhere near the legs to get there. Hogg. Scott! Oh, Scott has knocked on a huge chance. Dag, he picks it up, gives it to Ben Smith now, and now he's knocked it on. Hogg has gone back and picked up the loose grubber kick, and I think advantages are all over. Oh, now Culloch's knocked it on. Advantage is over instantly. Another substitute is on the field. Oh, now Nonu's knocked it on. What's going on? Advantage is over. Here we go, Scotland. Oh, Scott's knocked it on. No one wants to play with the ball. Dag will go back and get it. He'll pick it up. And now he gives it to Aaron Smith, who's knocked it on. And finally we go back for the knock on. They'll win the match. What a way to finish it. That was disgraceful. I don't think we got one player who held on to a pass, and it will be all over. The ref will blow this one up. What a scrappy end to the match, but highly entertaining. No one could be bothered catching any more balls. And the All Blacks have gone 5 wins now on the trot. Scotland, oh, if only they could have played better in that first half. They went down 14-0, and then, well, what a fight back in that second half. Should have scored, could have scored, but they didn't score. And in the end, they went down by just 7 points, 14-7. New Zealand win. Scotland now 4 losses in a row. Oh, they'll be dreaming they could have another shot at the All Blacks. But of course, that goes up to you guys, who you want to see Scotland play next, if you want to see them play at all. you can let me know in the comments as to your requests. As always, Scotland 7 points, coming from a try for Lamont and the conversion from Jackson. But how good were they in that second half with numerous breaks? Scott was very good, playing inside centre, and Maitland. How well did Maitland and Vasseur cover Ben Smith and Julian Savea? That was very good defensively. The All Blacks getting 2 tries, one for Franks, that would be Owen Franks, and one for Julian Savea. Of course, he bulldozed over the top of Maitland and Jackson to score that try. And of course, Carter, 2 from 2 in the conversions. Well, the stats, you look at this, and compared to half-time, this is very good. Scotland coming back to almost even the possession stats and territory. Well, that's a bit of a blowout, but Scotland did attack from any position on the field. They were in no position at all to kick for territory when you need to score points against one of the best counter-attacking teams in the world. Other stats that were interesting: the high tackle and yellow card, not really a big deal. The line breaks, both teams making a big number of those in the second half. 7-12, New Zealand won, but it's amazing. When you have 19 line breaks, you only have 3 tries. That is a credit to both sides' defence and fullbacks, with Dag and Hogg really covering the back well for both teams. Handling errors, well, that blew out at the end when both sides knocked on about 6 times. 18-8. Pouring rain at Murrayfield. What else could possibly go wrong? So that is us for today's one-off what if request. I hope you have enjoyed the match. Trey and Time to Do the Dougie, thank you for your requests. Hope to see more from you guys. And of course, anyone else that wants to see anything, you name it, and I can play it out just for you, like always. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see your videos coming up. And of course, give the video a like and a favourite if you want to see more of the series. That helps me out a good deal. So thank you for watching, and hope you've enjoyed. Scotland battle hard against the All Blacks, but not enough. 14-7, New Zealand winning, and I'll see you next time, wherever we may be. Until then, take care.